nowhere to like lean on here.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I know. I'm in that situation usually.
Oh my god, I just did
So,
my
like,
elbows
what are you
in. They
doing?
weren't in the whole time. They were so cool.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking Americans. Carry on.
Hi guys, welcome back to Scream Queen Stream. I'm your host Heather Dorff,
I'm Jessica Cameron.
and our special guest, which I feel like less special but always guest.
No!
Well, more special but not a guest. I don't know.
More special,
I guess.
but one of our favorite people to the point where she's not so much a guest as she is a required part of our show.
Correct.
That's how you
don't-
do a motherfucking intro.
I'm just like a.
Also, I'm Jessica Cameron, aka the farmer's daughter.
Like,
It
no,
looks
you're
really
the
like-
slutty farmer's daughter.
I know,
Look
right?
at you.
It looks really like slutty farmer daughter on camera. Like, I didn't think it looked like that bad in like person, but now
No,
I'm like,
it did.
oh wow,
It did.
yeah.
That's why I was saying
It,
slutty
it
farmer's
definitely
daughter.
looks slutter. You look like Joe Dirt, the girl from Joe Dirt.
Oh my
Brittany
god!
Daniels! I love Brittany Daniels. I have a story about Brittany too. Also, if you ever want to hear it, just give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe.
Right.
Don't forget to join our Patreon. That
Oh,
enables us to make
my
new
God.
content every week. Look at that segue!
Yes, and I apologize if you see my fingering things, but I'm getting a lot of texts right now. And
She's
So
fingering
long as it's not
me.
us, we're fine.
She just wants
Fingering.
to really finger you.
fingering.
fingering.
Oh wow, this is gonna be an interesting episode.
All right. Anyways, what the
I need my
hell?
drink.
1 minute and 39 seconds, and we haven't discussed.
wait,
And
what
we
we're
have
talking
an
about.
intro.
But you know that we are, we're actually not in the hot tub this time. We're in a swimming pool, but
We are.
whatever. We're still
But
going to
it's
call it the hot
hot.
tub story time because
It's
branding.
hot in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it is kind of hot today, and the sun's out, and we're like, fuck it, we're getting in the pool. Anyways, what we're talking about today is our favorite movie as a child, and by child we mean under 13, so 12 or under. Can be at any point, but our favorite movie, a movie we watched over and over again. We just have to have been 12 or under, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go first?
You do.
God
I vote
damn it,
Heather
always
Dorff.
me. So I was actually,
I feel like you always vote Heather
I
Dorff.
know, right? Only when she's really not prepared because then it makes me giggle.
so there's a lot of movies I can think of. Like I watched Star Wars a ton when I was a kid.
Well, who didn't? Come on.
Right, and I'm
Well,
thinking
Jessica
of like,
Cameron, maybe.
well, also like, Disney movies like, Beauty and the Beast and freaking Little Mermaid and all that. But then
Well,
I was like,
that's a given.
but then
we
I
all
was
watch
like,
those.
right. But then I was thinking like, what movie affected me that kind of reverberated like throughout time? Besides like, again, like Lion King and all those always did too. But I feel like that's a normal answer. So 2 movies that I really loved that did come out before I turned 13 was Matrix and Ever After. And there's 2 really different genres for you. Seriously though,
That makes a lot of sense, though.
right? One's
That
like
says
a
a lot about you.
One's like a modern Cinderella story, and one is
Which
like
I love. Which I love Ever After because her name is Danielle,
Uh-huh.
but she goes by Nicole, and my name is Danielle Nicole.
there you go.
So,
I've seen both of
you
those
all know my
movies
middle name.
quite a lot. Yes.
Do you have a favorite of those 2, or were they so different?
I
Like apples
think,
and
well,
oranges?
because they're so different. They're apples and oranges. One is like just one of my favorite like love stories because I did love
Oh
Cinderella.
my god, yeah.
I love Cinderella growing
It's a
up, but it was
classic.
like an actual live action, proper telling of the Cinderella story. And it has Angelica Houston in it,
Oh,
who just is baller. And I mean, it's just a great cast. It's super cute movie. I love it. For a love, like Disney live action remake, it's great.
Yeah.
Or, Brothers Grimm, however you want to roll it. But Matrix, though, is one of those movies that I feel like changed film.
I've never seen it.
Oh, goddamn.
I fell asleep when I tried to watch it. when
Of
my
course
parents
you
Oh,
were
did.
I fell
in
asleep on the
theater.
3rd one. I
Some
did.
of the, well, I can see that.
And I've
can
never
totally
felt
see
Keanu Reeves
third
was a
one.
good actor. Even like in Speed, I was like, this is a lot of good timing.
I know, but you know what? He is appropriate
Not a
for
good
me.
time.
He's
He's
so
But
nice.
I
I've met him
agree.
in life. I want to like him as an
He's-
actor because
well,
like
he's
in
a
life
great
he's like
human.
the
the
nicest person.
nicest human.
To the
He's
point
an
where I'm like,
amazing
I
human.
wish you could act. I wish I
No,
could
but
like
the,
you
the
on
thing
cinema.
is, he
I have a lot of
is
friends
really
like
good
that.
as Neo. It's appropriate as Neo. Like Bill and Ted's whatever the fuck. He's great in that too because that's like
Because-
right.
Do you know that Will Smith
Or
turned
Point
down,
Break.
turned down that role?
I know, and thank God for that. You know why he turned
No,
down?
Because
he
he
didn't
makes
get it.
bad fucking
No,
film choices.
because he didn't
Wild
get it.
Wild West proof.
Nope,
he doesn't
he didn't
understand.
get it.
Wait,
he did not get
he
the
didn't
script.
understand Bill
He-
and Ted.
He didn't understand
Oh, Matrix.
Matrix.
Oh, I
Thank
thought you were
God.
talking about Bill and Ted. I was like, that makes absolutely no sense. Matrix, though. Okay.
Matrix. He
More
did not
sense.
understand.
Get
He
that
didn't
now.
get the point
I
of the
get it
film.
now. I get it now.
So he quit, and he decided not to do it. Which thank God for that. Really.
Yeah, I did hear
like.
that.
I actually do like Will Smith. Like Independence Day, great. Like, come on.
Oh, Men in Black. Come on.
I like
I go
Black.
back. Fuck all that. Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, he was
Fantastic.
great. He's
In
great. He's a great.
Do you remember like the one
Right.
episode where the woman and him were trapped in like an attic or something for an extended length of time, and like he made some kind of joke about her appearance. And she was like,
yeah, and she
look
took
at
out
this,
her
it's
weave.
all fake.
Yeah.
And she like took out like
Oh.
she took out her
It was
weave.
I think
She
it was a
took off
wine
her
cellar.
eyelashes.
I think it was
she
a
like
wine
popped
cellar.
off her
Yeah.
nails, and I was like, you fucking go. And also, oh
He's
my
like,
god,
bitch,
that
is anything
exists.
real? It was great. It was
I
a
loved
good
it.
one.
She took out her
She was like-
cutlets.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's amazing.
And that was the
And
first
it
time I
shows
thought
you-
I should live in Hollywood.
But it
I like
shows
all of
you,
that.
though, it shows you how long that's been going on. This is
Yeah.
an age-old thing that women have been doing. Everyone thinks it's like a new thing for social
Oh,
media.
but she like
just
the
people are
timing
doing
was
this-
great. She
yeah.
would like click, and like the look on his face, he was so fucking horrified.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was like I think he screamed even. He was
Yeah.
like, ah!
Well, there you go, guys. Those are my two favorite random movies from my childhood.
Those are random.
There's a lot of them, but those are two
Oh
that
yeah, I
stick out.
feel like we all. What
Yeah.
about you, Jess?
I feel like this is gonna be one of those episodes that we look back on and we're like, oh wow, these women are very different human beings.
Yes,
We're
I mean,
so
is
different.
there really any episode that we could look back on and that's not the case? I don't
No,
really
it's
know.
true. It's true.
So the first one that came to mind when we were discussing this topic, a movie that to this day is still very near and dear to my heart.
Clueless. Bet money it's Clueless.
It's not
What is
Clueless.
it?
We should bet. We should bet money.
Not money.
Give me money.
I was gonna say I'll bet you money because it's not
Clueless.
Clueless. Because Clueless.
Ronnie and Michelle's high school reunion.
No.
God damn it.
I liked all of those.
No.
But I didn't really get into them
You
until
love
they're
Clueless.
like
I was-
they're
yeah,
but
those
they're
are her
later.
teenage
They're
years.
like
Those are her
not
teenage
kids.
years.
I'm
I
looking
actually
at
like
kids. Like when I
Clueless.
think of like my childhood, like a movie
little
that goes
kids.
back to like when I was
Sleeping
younger than
Snow
you.
White?
No, like like super young. Think young.
Yeah.
And I don't know why my parents let me watch it the first time, but
Child's
I
Play.
loved it. So that's one of the two. There's two because it's around like
Child's Play.
I know my
Poltergeist?
friends.
I don't. What
No,
else could
I
there
know
be?
my
It's
friends.
actually not horror. Oh my god, it's not horror.
Okay, there you go.
It's not horror, but think like non-horror. What other movie would I like? It's completely atypical.
Schindler's
Princess
List.
Bride.
No.
I watched
no.
Schindler's List when I was a little kid.
What the hell?
Dirty Dancing.
Oh, I could see that. I could totally see
love
that.
Dirty Dancing, right?
That
And
makes
here's the thing.
sense.
So like I love genre and horror, everything, but I also love like Small Town Girl Makes Good because obviously I'm a small town girl. You can't tell
Sure,
by my
but
bikini.
those were good films. Yeah, right.
But that being said,
right? You can say anything. And
I love
I'll
that we
make a
have our
song.
own
Like, I'll-
soundtrack right now. But that being said, no, I loved Dirty Dancing. I loved everything about it, like the end scene, like where she like shows them all,
Yeah,
everything.
she's like,
I did
"Fuck
not.
you
I was so
guys."
young when I first started watching it that I did not understand.
And they do the lift?
abortion thing at all. Like
Oh,
it was like
yeah.
so above my head. I was just
Right.
like, oh, she's sick and she needs help. But also Patrick Swayze was to me like the hottest thing ever.
That was his hottest movie. In
I
my
mean, I
opinion.
liked him in Outsiders too.
A lot
though.
of, but like he
So
was the
good.
hottest. I feel a lot of people think Roadhouse was his hottest, but no.
No, he
Dirty
was so
Dancing.
good in that. I'm sorry. He
I
can
mean,
lift her up
sexy.
over his head
Oh.
effortlessly,
Yeah.
like not even a question.
R.I.P.
Just like
that
I'm
man.
like lifting up my
Yes.
drink, and you can lift
Yeah.
up Jennifer.
He was gorgeous even in older age too. Like he was a
he's
good-looking
a
guy.
good-looking guy.
He
Oh,
was
God.
a good. He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a good-looking guy. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was amazing. He really was.
But I
and he's
loved
great.
that, and I loved like the whole dichotomy. I obviously had a sister, and it was like that whole thing. And I loved like the
What, did she
sexiness.
do a terrible song and think she was a singer and couldn't? And
No, my sister actually wanted to be an
Oh, God.
actress. And she was like not an actress.
No, the reason why that's why it's funny, right? Because
Yeah.
she's horrid, and the
Right.
other girl who's no one notices as much as the one who's No, it's a good. I
It's a
I
good
love
movie.
Dirty Dancing.
And
as a
I was
kid, too.
really sad when I got like older and realized that the lead actress Jennifer Grey had like changed her face. 'Cause I was like,
Yeah,
you
she
had such a
changed.
great
Well,
face.
all she did
got
was get a nose job. That's
but you
all,
know
but
what's
it
funny?
changed
She
her
did
face
it though.
so
She
desperate.
did it because she thought it would get her more roles, and the second she did that,
Nobody
done.
knew who she was.
Her career was done.
She was in a sitcom in like the early 2000s, and she played herself, and she was the neighbor, and she was like, "I'm Jennifer Grey," and they're like, "You're not that Jennifer Grey," and she's like, "Yes, I am," and nobody believed her because she looked so
She
different.
did look
and finally,
different.
she was like, "Nose job," and they were like, "Oh, okay." That makes
Yeah, that
No,
was
she
a bad
looked so
mistake.
different.
Her nose was not. It wasn't like I need a nose job to fix my
Correct.
face.
But
No.
also like I think something that people forget often in Hollywood that like as we age, our face does shift. Like everything about us does change as we get older. So when you add cosmetic surgery, especially something
Too
that's
young.
drastic, it can, well, especially too young, where it's like not to prevent the appearance of aging, but to change it.
Right.
When you start aging, you start like Renee Zellweger. She
Oh
looks
my God,
almost
she looks so
unrecognizable.
weird.
She looks
so
Because she had like
So
a little bit of here, a little bit there, a little bit there. In my opinion, too young. And then as she got
Megan
older,
Fox.
all of those things aged differently because they're not features that we were aware
You literally
of.
should not
Yeah,
start
Megan Fox
getting
has had
any
some done.
real.
She didn't
sort of-
need it. She's
Megan
fucking
Fox
gorgeous.
looks so weird now. She looks strange. She doesn't even look like
Yeah.
the same human.
She looks too airbrushed to me. She's too pretty.
No, but I'm telling you, she has like so many fillers. Her
Yeah.
whole face is different. The
Well, she
actual
didn't need
shape
it.
of
She's
her face
fucking
is
hot
different.
as fuck,
Gwen
like-
Stefani just did that too, where she got so many
Agreed.
fillers that she looks completely different. It's like girls, touch-ups, bitches. Just like you do makeup, don't cake the shit on. Little touch-ups, and you shouldn't even start that shit till you're in your mid-30s or older, and then a little.
Well, and here's so side note, we're going on to a rant.
right.
That's a rant.
When do we not?
Because I still have movies
There
to
you go.
tell you about.
Yeah.
So, but side note, I do think that there's benefit to like Botox or something. The things
Preventative.
the things that prevent wrinkles
Preventative
from
is
forming,
different.
you should start doing whenever you're getting those wrinkles.
Right.
I think like if you want to, if you're
But
comfortable
that's
with that,
preventative.
that's
That's different from
preventative. Yeah. So
fillers.
I just
I
wanted
don't
to be
even believe in
clear.
fillers at all. I think like facelifts are, but again, you shouldn't even do a facelift until you're in your late 40s.
Oh,
This
of course.
is
You
a
shouldn't
whole
need
different
it. You
subject.
should do
Yes.
everything else that you
This
need
is
to
a
face.
whole
Yeah.
different
Okay,
subject.
so back to
Right.
my movies. Back to my movies. Back to me. It's all about me. Okay.
So you watched Child's Play.
Child's Play, obviously,
course.
and like the whole franchise.
guess who
'cause
guessed
I
it?
loved the franchise. You did, not Heather Dorff. So 10 bonus points. For
I
you.
know she loves Clueless, and that came out when we were young.
I love it.
Yeah, but
did.
we were
and but
teenagers.
it's like it was still preteen for me. I don't think of
Clueless,
childhood.
girl?
I think preteen.
That's before
I
my
didn't-
day, girl.
But let's just be real.
That's fucking Alicia Silverstone, girl, whose career was ruined in Batman,
She's
girl.
gonna look at it, but I didn't appreciate it till I was a teenager. Does that make
I
sense?
actually loved it as a kid. I loved it. It was like Legally Blonde for me. The second I watched it,
95.
I
Yeah.
loved it. Told
Legally-
you, bitch.
yeah,
Told
Legally
you it was
Blonde.
before
But
98.
here's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
but though,
She ruined
but
her career
again,
in Batman
here's
Forever.
the reality though. For
Yeah,
me,
she was
I
done.
still side note. If you want us to do movies we loved as like a teenager, that would top my list. Because again,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
'Cause
I
that's a
became a
teenager movie.
teenager when I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So like
So,
when
yeah.
we say childhood,
Yeah.
even though we said up until 13, my childhood is like 6 to 10.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
It's
Right,
very little.
because I was
11
very
is when
mature.
you start growing up, though. It is. Like,
Yeah.
you start figuring
Yeah.
shit out. Like, it's, well,
Yeah.
I don't know,
so
maybe
like
it's the times.
Clueless would be
Yeah.
like spoiler. what
Clueless
am I
was like a
talking-
teenager movie,
Right, it
though.
totally
Like
was.
that's why I don't know. That's why I said because
I
it was
saw
still.
it as a kid and still loved it. And then saw it again later and loved it even more. That was the thing. But it's like Legally Blonde for me. It was like the same fucking thing. You could get
Yeah.
it. You got
Legally
it.
Blonde wasn't until 2000 though.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I know,
also, but
essentially.
let's go back to Child's Play. I fucking
Sure.
love that movie.
Child's
It was
Play.
fucking great. I love the idea
How
of the
old
evil
were you
dolls.
when you first saw it? Do
I
you
don't even
remember?
fucking know.
I don't
was
know
I
either.
was super young because I saw, and what I remember before I saw the movies is I was in the grocery stores in Canada and I saw all of the tabloids, like those cheap tabloids that were black and white. That I don't even
Yeah.
know if they still exist.
Like the
in all honesty.
Inquirer and
yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
like the really shitty ones. That were like talking about how like it had inspired other children to kill people, and even as a child, I was like, "That's bullshit."
Yes.
No, it doesn't. That's not how
It's
that
an
works.
age-old
Hey.
excuse that they think media does this. It's like, no, I've been playing violent
Well,
video games since I was 4.
yeah.
I have never hurt anyone in my life or
That
even thought about
explains
it.
a lot.
But no, but I'm telling you, like it's the person, it's genetics, it's how they're raised.
It's how you're raised.
There's so much that goes behind it. Well, genetics too, because some people are just fucked up, like
Well, yeah,
out of the
crazy is-
vagina. They're ready to
sometimes-
kill people.
yeah,
I'm not even
sometimes
kidding.
You get your
It's a thing.
craziness.
Oh, no, I
from your
agree.
parents.
Yeah,
It's
it's a sociopathic.
yeah.
You know, there's a difference, but you can lead people to be more violent, or at least at the
Give
very
them
least,
good ideas.
not being able to
Yeah.
handle situations as well, and that's
Yeah.
sheerly
Well,
just how you raise
it
them.
was Scream, Skeet
love
Ulrich's
Scream.
character
So
in
good.
Scream who said, "Movies don't make psychos. Movies make psychos more creative."
Agreed.
Right, there you
Fucking
go.
yes, yes.
That's
But
it.
I love like
true.
the idea of a doll, like so taking something that we were all familiar with, even as a child who couldn't necessarily articulate that. When I became older, I realized that's what I loved about it. You're taking something that we're comfortable with and
Like a
making
doll.
us uncomfortable with.
I don't
was-
know.
it was-
I always found some dolls super creepy, even
Well,
as a
I never
child.
did.
It was based on the My Buddy doll. Do you remember My Buddy? My buddy. My buddy, my
I don't think we
buddy.
had that in Canada.
Wherever I go, he
Again,
goes,
I
my
thought dolls
buddy,
were kind of
my
disturbing, so
buddy,
even you singing it is like,
my
ugh.
buddy and me.
But also 'cause
No,
you're
but
so
it looked
tiny,
just
I
like-
feel like.
Ugh.
I feel like not spawns.
No.
Yeah, right.
No, but it was they had a My Buddy doll that was almost exactly Chucky, and they had Kid Sister for girls, and she was blonde and had little pigtails. I remember this.
I feel like
And
that's the name of a rapper now, Kid Sister.
Kid Sister,
or something.
Kid Sister,
It works.
Kid Sister, and they would like the commercial was back to back because it was My Buddy, and then it was the same song with Kid Sister, and it was that, and it was My Buddy.
So what
I
you're
swear
saying
to
is that
God,
they couldn't splurge on a secondary jingle.
no, they couldn't.
No. All right.
The
now
Chucky
your turn.
franchise,
Yeah,
though.
Chucky.
Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
keep it real. And Dirty Dancing to be like non-genre.
Uh,
What are
we
yours?
need to do
I
the
feel like
lifts.
they're both.
I need to get
No.
strong enough so I can do the lifts. I feel like I could do it.
I feel like I might be able to do it. We'll see.
We're in a pool.
Worst case scenario.
We have to film. No, we're
right.
not doing this right now. Maybe
right.
tonight.
Heather,
We'll
do
see.
it. Let's
We
do
have
it.
idiots.
pool.
Heather, just come on.
No,
Run at
there
me.
is no fucking way we're doing that right now. Maybe as an
Maybe
insert
later. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this later.
And then we fall into the pool.
It will,
and
once I get them drunk.
All of our hair and makeup is ruined.
All right, tell us your fucking movies so we can wrap this up.
So my movies. Okay, so I have so many, but I'm gonna narrow it down. I'm only mentioning this one because my mother literally like forbade me to play it in the house anymore, and it was an adult movie, but I loved it so much. Robin Hood Men in Tights by Mel Brooks.
Oh, that was Carrie Ellis was
Yeah.
so hot in
To
that.
this day, I know, right?
Did you
to
see
this
him in
day-
Crush with Alicia Silverstone? By the way,
I did not see
before
that.
Clueless. Oh,
I did not see that.
So
Is
at
that
some
the
point,
disturbing one where someone's a bad guy?
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
feel like
she-
it's like
she's
that
like-
disturbing. It's like
yeah.
Alicia
No, but she's like-
Silverstone is
she's
like
like-
a really malicious, like
Yeah.
13-year-old
But a
who's like
babysitter
trapped
or
in
Yeah,
a
something?
she was
Yes,
like the
I
creepy
remember that.
babysitter,
No,
yeah.
But
it
like
is
Carrie
kinda
Ellis
disturbing.
is like so hot.
I know, no, he
Is-
is. He's like a teacher or
Side note,
something, right?
he's also like he does independent films, and I'm always in the back of my mind.
like,
like,
I
can
like her-
cast him.
Yeah.
Because-
Yes.
I don't know how you pronounce his last name. I think it's always.
Whatever.
Who,
Alright.
who knows?
But anyway,
The hot
he's
blonde,
Saw
he's
guy,
hot.
Princess Bride,
He's
that
hot,
guy.
and
Or
like,
Saw if you're genre like me.
yeah. I was super surprised to see him in Soft. But anyway,
I
I
loved
loved that movie so much. My mother had to ban it from our house because I played it so much. And my dad loved Mel Brooks, so he was all about it. I remember my dad took me to see that in the movie theater with my brother, without my mother, when I was little. I think, God, I can't remember how old I was when it came out. I was like 8 or something. And my dad took me to see it, and I loved it. I was like, this is awesome. It was a prince and a princess, or like Robin Hood and a princess, or like Maid Marian, but she was kind of princessy. But she like sang the song in the bathtub, and then she got out of the bathtub and she had the like chastity belt. Like, it's so funny. My mom had to like.
Chastity belts are hilarious.
They're hilarious
Yes.
because it was form fitting to her ass, and it had like a little dent in it for the like the butt crack. No, like it was super sexy, but it was it was great.
And I cannot have sex if
yeah.
you weigh.
And Amy Asbeck is amazing, and I love the whole cast. And Mel Brooks is hilarious.
Wasn't she a Power Ranger?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
No, that's Amy
Sorry.
something or other.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy Jo Johnson. Yeah. No, Amy Asbeck was in.
There's not a lot of famous Amy's.
Yeah, there's
No,
not.
no.
Amy Asbeck was in the Problem Child movies.
Amy
she
Adams?
was like, yeah, Amy Adams.
Loved her. She
Yes,
was,
she had the long,
yeah.
like
And the
curly
Problem
red
Child?
hair. Like
I
loved
saw
it.
those movies.
Yeah,
She was
those
great.
were another movies that I loved as a child. But my second one, since apparently we're doing 2, is it's super, like, a lot of people haven't even seen it, but I love it, and I bought it as an adult, and I'm obsessed with it. It's called Teen Witch.
Oh my
You
god,
made
I
me
love
watch
that.
I
movie.
know.
Are you
I
freaking
made
me
you
with
watch
the
it.
redhead?
I made her
And
watch
the-
it. Yeah.
No, it's a great
Yeah,
film. I
it's a
love that
it's a
film as a
great
child.
movie.
Are you fucking
And she,
kidding me? It's
on
so
her
corny,
16th
it's
birthday,
great.
yeah, it's
It's
cheesy as fuck,
great.
cheesy 80s movie.
Oh
On
my
her
God,
18th
guys.
birthday, she finds out.
We
that
didn't
she's-
say The Craft. Oh no.
No,
That's horrible.
but-
Hocus Pocus. Like, there's so many good films
these
from
are
our
all,
childhood.
Well, we did, but
We apparently ignored the witch genre.
well, I did not. So
I know. I take it back. The Craft.
The Craft
I watched
is
The Craft so
amazing.
many
You can't take
times.
it
Also, you
cannot take it
interrupted
back.
The
Danny.
Craft.
Let Danny finish.
You can't take
Even
it
over
back.
Teen
You're
Witch,
a
though.
bad
The Craft.
host.
No,
Let her
Teen
finish.
Witch was better as a little
No,
kid.
it was not.
As a little
No,
kid.
no,
I
no,
love the fucking
As a
Craft
little
is
kid.
I did love
amazing.
Teen Witch.
Listen, I'm thinking as a little kid.
Teen
as a
Witch
little
was like the
kid,
16 candles of witch movies.
Yes.
It was like 16
So
candles.
it
for
was
witch movies.
80s, and it was crazy because like The Craft was in the 90s, so I
Yeah.
still loved The Craft, but it was darker, which I didn't
Yeah.
appreciate till I was older. When I was a little kid, under 12, I think I was maybe 8.
I liked it as a child.
I was
I
little.
loved
I
it.
was like little, and I loved it, and she had the little like doll of her
But I
teacher.
feel like, am I the
and
only
then
one who,
put it
like,
in the
as a
washer.
child, was like, you only got $200,000 from that guy dying? That's not a lot of money. You're gonna blow through that real quick.
What?
I definitely did not think that as a
I
child.
totally
That's
did.
probably
Like, as a
something-
child, I like had a very like, and when Fairuza Balk's stepfather died, and they gave her like it was like 200,000 or something like that. It wasn't
But
a large
that's a
amount
normal.
of money. But
That's
like,
a normal life.
but
Yeah,
I don't
it
care.
is.
But in
Especially
my mind,
back then.
even like a child's mind, I was the only child who was like, "That's not a lot of money."
That's not
You're
that
gonna
much.
I
fucking
would
go
come
through
to
that."
realize that after my own father died, and that's how much we got. That's not a lot of
Girl.
money.
No,
back
'cause
then.
you blew through that when you're
You
like,
100% blew through that.
you're just
That's
like
not enough
a
money
year
to
later,
survive
you're
on.
like, it's done.
A father, like
No,
a
you
father
get like
who's gonna make
you
a
like,
lifetime
yeah,
of
you
income.
upgrade your
No.
life,
Oh, yeah,
you
no,
upgrade your
it's not a
car,
lot.
you upgrade your furniture, and the
You
money's
just
gone.
buy a house and you're done.
Yeah,
You just
you're
buy a
done.
house, a $65,000 house. That's fucking nearly half the money because you
Yeah.
gotta think 200,000 is before taxes.
We're going off on a lot of tangents on this one.
Yeah, we are. That's what happens.
But Teen Witch is amazing. If you haven't seen it,
who has
it's-
not seen Teen
there
Witch?
no.
I
So,
can't even
this
believe Jess
bitch, I made her
You've
watch
made
it.
me watch it.
I know, but I said
I don't-
this
how
bitch
did you
didn't
not
see it until I made her watch
that?
it.
I'm
As a
Canadian.
child.
Okay.
don't
Pure
have that up there.
accident.
And
We don't have that
I'm
in
going
my
to
country.
throw in, because I'm the guest, so whatever. I'm going to throw in a
love
bonus one.
Jurassic Park.
No.
God damn it.
Drop Dead Fred.
So good! 1988, right? It was
It was like 88, 89,
I don't
90,
remember
something like
that
that.
one.
Drop Dead Fred. we
I've
need to
heard
We
of
need to
it.
stop
Drop Dead
filming
Fred.
and just go watch
So,
Drop Dead Fred.
Drop
How have you
Dead
not
Fred.
seen Drop Dead
No, I
Fred?
might
Drop Dead
have.
Fred is the story, and Phoebe Cates is in it. Phoebe Cates is
it's
like
Is that-
iconic. She's like the it girls of the 80s.
Yeah, she is. And it was early 90s that this movie, and she was an adult, and she was going through a bad divorce, and when she was a little kid, she had a very overbearing mother, and she had this little imaginary friend named Drop Dead Fred, and who would get her into all this trouble. So her mother locked Drop Dead Fred into this, like, the little box, the Jack in the Box,
Yeah.
right? So she grows up, she forgets about Drop Dead Fred, she grows up, gets married to this sleazy fucking guy who's hot as fuck.
That's the cover.
Yeah, sleazy guy. She gets married
Have
to
you
this
not seen
sleazy
that?
guy, and the guy dumps her and cheats on
That's
her.
Fred.
Like
He's her
crazy.
imaginary friend.
Cheats on her like crazy, dumps her, and all she wants is
Revenge.
him back.
Oh,
No,
him
she
back.
wants him back. So she goes and stays with her mother and goes through all of her old toys just because she's bored. And she finds that Jack in the Box and she opens it up.
And he
Yeah, so
Sure
she
enough.
has an imaginary friend as an adult, and he's like
And
causing,
he's great.
wreaking
He's
havoc.
so much fun.
I've
Rick
never seen
Mayall,
this.
and
I've
he
never
has
seen
since passed away. God rest his soul, but he was fucking funny as fuck. He actually got, he was in the Harry Potter movies, but he played Peeves, but he got edited out, unfortunately. So, but, you know, he was so
How
funny.
have you never seen
I've
that?
heard of it and never
I
seen
feel
it.
like you would love this movie.
Oh my
Probably.
god, Drop Dead Fred. But there's so many funny moments in it, like, and there's kind of adult too, which I didn't get until I got
very
older.
adult. It's like one
And,
of those
like,
things that like
he's-
works as a child and works as a grown up.
He's on the
No, 'cause it
floor.
goes over your
He
head,
falls on
right?
the floor
There's
and he's
so
scooting
many of
along
those
the
films.
floor, and he goes under her mother's skirt, who is a big old bitch, and he like goes under her skirt, and he looks up and he's like, oh, cobwebs.
Oh.
And like it's just funny. And as you're a kid, you don't really get it, but
Yeah.
it's still funny.
But like it's still like
But
great.
like, as an adult, you're like, oh my god, that's fucking wrong. You know what I mean? So it's great. So
like
but
Bugs
he's like,
Bunny then.
cobwebs, and he looks at cobwebs, but it's funny. But he calls her snot face because he picks his nose and wipes it on her face. So he calls it snot face, and he
Gross.
like wakes her up and he's like, snot face,
he has an accent, so you
like
love
yeah,
it.
so he's English and he's great.
If Heather
So-
Dorff had an imaginary friend,
Snot
he would be
face,
an
He
English
would be
wake
gentleman.
British.
up. But yeah, it's great.
He'd be
So
Tom
it's
Ford.
really funny. But that was, yeah, really a one. True
Oh,
story.
the references.
But
Okay.
anyway, but that's I had to throw Drop Dead Fred in there.
All right, and that is it. Those are our favorite movies, and we named like a gazillion. Let us know.
We named so many.
Let
Our
us know in the
favorite
comments.
childhood movies.
Our favorite childhood movies. Let us know in the comments below. What is your favorite movie from 12 and under? What did you watch a million times?
Little babies. I'm
Do you
sorry,
agree with our
Jess.
selections? Do you not? Did we miss something? Let us know. And as always, make sure to like, comment, and share.
Share this shit.
And more importantly, subscribe to our Patreon because
Sure.
without you, we can't actually make this show.
yeah,
Correct.
Right. We love you.
It's true.
We shake our boobies for you.
Yes, we do.
Well, Danny
Well, she
shakes
does
her boobies.
mostly,
for
yeah.
you. Yeah, you're trying. You're doing
I'm
it.
shaking my ass, but you can't see it.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of your week.
Bye.
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 Thank you so much for checking out Scream Queen Stream. We hope you loved it as much as we do.
If you want to see more of our videos, check out our YouTube page. And while you're there, how about you subscribe? You want to see more? Just tweet us. Find us on Facebook. Join in on the fun.
And most importantly, if you really want to join us on this crazy ride, check out our Patreon page and become a patron for amazing, awesome perks that we give out monthly.
As well as early access to all of our videos.
Free giveaways.
And a whole lot more fun shit.
So check it out.
We'll see you there.
Stay bloody.
You stole my tagline.
I did.
You're a horrible friend.